How are you? I hope fine. I must say that today I'm very happy to review this album/comeback, cause I was waiting for J-Hope's solo album for a while, and now that I have the possibility to say my opinion on his magnificent work, because I've already listened to it, I'm very excited. I apologize in advance for the lack of music that there will be in this video, but, as you know, hype is really a bitch when it comes to copyright and I don't want to make this video again. So, without further ado, let's start. At first I didn't want to include this track, because it's not really a song, but I was fascinated by how J-Hope, in fact, didn't make it a song, but rather a story taken directly from the Pandora's Box story and transformed this track almost like an audiobook. The voice that tells of how Pandora gave birth to Hope, a reference to the name of junghoseok, is simply fantastic and creates a sense of peace and harmony. Obviously I won't put it on my playlist because it wouldn't make sense, but it remains a very special and one-of-a-kind intro. Pandora's Box is a bomb to start with. It has an almost scary, ambiguous melody that intrigued me personally so much and, along with the beat, your ears can't help but stay with headphones on. I loved his way of rapping. It is strong and precise. He tells how his name was born, making various similarities with the story of Pandora, and how his role was to be the hope of BTS, the army and all those people around him, even when he didn't feel that bright at all. The lyrics make you shiver. I recommend you to read them, because they are a work of art. More For Me is easily the best song on this album. This rock sound, which I love as loud and dark as it is, mixed with this pop, is an orgasmic thing to the ears, considering these two musical styles are two of my favorites, and combined together, they form a titan for me. I loved More right away. From the first time I listened to it, there was never a moment of hesitation. And I was amazed how different it is, stylistically speaking, from what J-Hope has always done. It is much darker. There is no hope here, but despair in wanting more. And this is what More tells about J-Hope's passion and about how much he can't help but keep making music, because that's his reason for living. The pre-chorus is perfection. It breaks away from the main theme of the song, becoming quiet, and the voice that junghoseok uses in this piece, which is low, raspy, is one of my favorite things. Then when the chorus starts, everything changes, becoming even more dark and desperate, because J-Hope is screaming that he wants more, but in fact it is an almost muffled sound, which is desperately asking to want more. This song is perfection from start to finish, and the lyrics are an added point, as it is his new way of rapping, because I've never heard J-Hope rap like this and I live for it. Also the music video is fantastic. I have nothing to say about that. Perfection. This song is perfection. This song, compared to the previous ones, is much more calm and detached from the original theme of this album. It has a very simple beat and melody, same thing for the structure of the song, but everything is compensated and filled by the lyrics, which as they are performed by him, it seems that they say something stupid. Instead, if you read them, you will notice that they are very deep. Now, I don't know if that's true, but one person described Stop as a song against the media that always makes crimes and criminals look very exaggerated. And junghoseok, he says, precisely, that it is impossible for everyone to be criminals and that we should stop and think, because this is human nature. And it gives me chills. It's a concept no one would put into a song, but he dared, and I love that. When Namjoon released the song in his Instagram story, saying it was his favorite, I got curious and listened to it. And I understood why he liked it. But the real revelation was the lyrics. Here we come back with a sound similar to that of Hope World. J-Hope here has decided to sing instead of rap, and when he sings, I lose years of life. His voice is so sweet, it lulls you into its melody. The meaning of equal sign is very close to my heart, and this is why I raised the vote, which was previously a simple 8 out of 10. junghoseok reiterates that being different isn't a crime. You don't have to hate anyone who is different. It's a simple concept, but people seem not to have understood it yet in 2022. Musically speaking, I think it's one of my favorites. I can't help but smile like an idiot when I listen to this song. because it gives a special comfort. It may seem silly to include skits like this little song, but even the slightest bit of spit on this album is legend. I won't say much, because there is actually little to say. It's a detachment soundtrack, everything turns dark again, the background music box makes you shiver and the background beat, it seemed as someone were ready to kidnap you, is ambiguous and I like it. It's a song that would also look great in a horror movie. Guys wait, I still have to recover from the orgasm this song gave my ears. The beginning, with the background piano that creates that ambiguous and anxious melody, is almost like a drug. It is a melody that most kept me glued to the headphones. And even this song doesn't fail to get me excited, but at the same time, it makes me think. And the lyrics took care of this. I am grateful that jhope has practically said that he does not want his persona to prevail over who he really is. In fact, we all imagine him as a boy who is always sunny, who always laughs and who actually brings hope. But, as in everyone, he too has a dark part, and in the chorus, he repeats to us army many times, what if I don't have hope? What if I don't have passion? As if he was scared to let this jingling part of him come out. And it is a concept I hope you all understand, because it is important to let these guys express themselves as they want, not putting on a personality that is not theirs, and I hope, with all my heart, that jhoseok can be also insecure multiple times, because it's human feeling weak or not enough. Musically speaking, I think it's my least favorite. But does this make Safety Zone garbage? No. In fact, I know that many liked it and I'm happy for you, because, despite this low grade, even if I wanted to give more, I know that this song is actually a 10 out of 10. Here jhoseok talks about how difficult the life of an idol is, how he doesn't feel safe among people, in fact a phrase that made me laugh, but think, was I like more animals than humans these days, because first of all, same, second because actually, if you think about it, being an idol is fantastic, but the people you meet, and not all of them are kind people like paparazzi, are less so. Safety Zone won't drive me crazy like the others, but it sure has its why, and I'm sure the vote will rise in the future. I just have to listen to it more carefully, and I know this music will come into my circulation. And here, we have a song similar to Equal Sign. In fact, I gave the same rating, because I couldn't give less. I didn't give more, for the simple fact that afterwards it would be difficult to distill a ranking lol. With this song we return to the bright side of Hope World. It is all very simple, but comfortable, and the melody has something nice and hopeful. The meaning of the song is not difficult to understand. jhoseok is walking towards the future, but he is afraid, but with the army, BTS, and with a little hope, the fear disappears and there is only the emotion for what the future has in store for you. I am very happy to have listened to him sing here too. jhope makes me fall to my knees when he sings. I become weak, his voice takes me and hugs me. I imagine this when he sings. Fire. Arson is fire. It is passion. It is dedication, is truth. I won't say what the lyrics are about, because I would not be able to describe them. You have to be the one to go and read them and be amazed by what jhope said in this song. Please, do not take it badly, because it could be, in the eyes of someone, that he is bragging, but he is not, trust me. The music video is a 10 out of 10, the part where they show his heart beating in CGI, has something disgusting but artistic at the same time. The outfits, the makeup, everything, it's perfection. Now, making the chart, it was difficult. In fact, the ratings of the songs are similar, but I cannot help it, for the simple fact that every song on this album is passable with a 10 out of 10, after all it depends on the tastes. I feel bad about putting some songs in last place, but I know they in last place, not because they actually suck, but because something had to be there lol. This is the final ranking. It was quite difficult to create one, because if it was for me, all these songs, even the skits, were 10 out of 10, but you also have to be objective and less biased. Not that I wasn't biased, but I tried to do my best and some songs ended up in the same place as others, because they had to be there. I'm in jhope enthusiastic lol. So, my final thoughts are these. Jack in the Box, is it a good album? Oh hell yeah. It's not good, it's perfect. There's a variety of styles, rap and lyrics. Especially the latter make the difference, because Jack in the Box and his tracks tell a story. They are not simple songs thrown there. You can see how much Hoseok has put all his talent as a writer to tell you this story. Are more and Arson good comebacks? Hell yes. I needed a title track that was different, but also something that was done right at the same time, and Hoseok managed to give it to me, not like JYP did with AOTY on their latest comeback. I needed something that smashed, that differentiated. jhope did it. And not just musically speaking. The final grade for this album is as follows. No, I'm not based, it's the plain truth. Jack in the Box is one of the best albums, if not the best, I've heard in K-pop so far, and if jhope's album was so iconic, so meaningful, I can't wait to see what the other guys have in store for us. Because nobody does music like them. Well guys, the video ends here. I enjoyed doing this review, because finally, there was an album worthy of being called perfect. I knew Hoseok wouldn't let me down. Comment on what you think of his comeback, so we can discuss. Leave a like if you liked the video and subscribe to stay updated on my videos. See you next week with a new video. Bye bye.